Today, we are sharing messages all across the world. If I want to text somebody in Japan, it's very easy. But have you imagined texting food to somebody in Japan?
Years of technology and research has gone into this. It's the first 3D gummy printer.
This is really technological. Like, this is candy of the future.
A number of companies are trying to revolutionize the food world using 3D printing technology. California-based BHEX hopes to change the way U.S. diners dig into one of their favorite culinary options, pizza.
In 2012, NASA came up with this problem of what would astronauts eat when they go to Mars. Going to Mars and coming back takes about 5 years.
NASA had to answer that question, and they originally aimed in the direction of food pills or food bars. Well, those are really boring.
We proposed an idea of making these ingredients in a powder form and rehydrating them and recreating the texture using a 3D food printer.
It is like the hydrator that you see in Back to the Future too.
And when we proposed this idea to NASA, NASA loved it.
The company shows off its machines, which were invented as part of a NASA-funded project in food research, at trade shows. Their goal? To convince the dining public and the theme parks that serve thousands of guests that this is the food of the future.
So we're all former NASA engineers in one capacity or another. We build robots that 3D print food, and now we're deploying that same tech here on Earth to 3D print pizza for everyone here.
The only question that people ask us is how 3D printed food is different from handmade food. And it is no different. It's a robot that's making the food. In fact, it's cleaner, it's quicker, and it's more efficient, and it's consistent.
It's very different from any other type of 3D printer. Prints dough, sauce, and cheese. One key aspect of that that's different and is a first that you'll see here is a multiple head extruder to extrude whatever food we want to 3D print. Customization for consumers is no longer a want, it's an absolute need. Let's say you and I are at a baseball game or a football game together. We have the BHEX app and we can customize across a different shape. So let's say we have a favorite sports team and we're watching that game, we can print that logo and also choose toppings, whether they're meat or vegetables, and then order it right there on the app. The app will then tell us when it's ready. What we will print today, you'll see, is a heart-shaped pizza. That starts with the design of a heart and a rendering or drawing, effectively, that the extruder follows. Pop it into the oven, bake it for a few minutes, and out comes your pie.
In New York, iconic sweet shop Dylan's Candy Bar is drawing crowds with customizable gummies made with an in-house 3D printer.
We are the launching pad for a lot of candy innovations. The Magic Candy Factory is one of the coolest inventions in candy. It's the first edible gummy printer, and it prints gummy vegan candies. You could create any shape, any logo, any saying in candy, and I think it's extra special. I mean, it really created my portrait in candy in 5 minutes. I was really wowed by that.
So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come up to our tablet. We have 3 different options. You can either pick a pre-done image that we already have loaded into our screen. You can draw something or upload a selfie or any type of picture. And once that's done, you get to pick your flavor. We have 8 different flavors that you can choose from.
We are trained now in 3D printing of gummies, and we're it, us and the other Dylans around the country. This is the black currant, the most bold looking of all of the colors.
What's the best flavor?
Well, I'm a big strawberry fan. It's the most popular so far.
That was made by that machine.
Ooh.
I don't think it's something they need, but I think it's a logical next step with everything being customizable and instant, that it just makes sense that now it's candy.
But this is super cool for both the kid and the adult because they can watch it being made and then they can eat it after, which is so much fun.
So the machines definitely put on a show, but unless they can turn out fare that's as good or better than normal offerings, These robots may be nothing more than a social media friendly novelty. We recruited some folks to try out the pizza and the candy. So, how do they taste?
It's okay, it's edible. It's not great? It's not great.
Pretty good. Better than I thought it would be.
So I really like the softness of the dough. I think a little bit more of a crust on the bottom.
I think it's a little bit doughy for me. The taste is good. I would probably expect a little bit more of kick on the sauce. Could use a bit more sauce, but I think it's just adjusting the ingredients.
Crisper dough, more sauce, more cheese. Great idea for kids.
It's lunchroom pizza.
Unlike Chris, I'd probably want a little bit more sauce.
I wouldn't order this.
Yeah, actually, I'm really surprised. It tastes really good.
Tastes all right. Tastes good. Kind of tastes like a combination of a fruit roll-up and a gummy bear. It definitely doesn't have the same consistency as a gummy worm. So, it's definitely more of a fruit roll-up type. So, not necessarily what I'd expect in a candy.
The recipes are still being perfected, and right now the crowds are dropping by mainly to see the robots. But the companies who serve these unique foods hope that their creations can evolve to have a lasting impact on the culinary space.
Now I think it's the way of the future, or at least now it's a very hot topic, and no one else has this gummy, edible product that Magic Candy Factory has at our stores. So that's what's super innovative and cool.
To make lives a little bit easier, make food a little bit more accessible, be able to feed more people.
Robots are way cooler than we are.
The robots are coming and they are bringing pizza.